This is an application of a quadratic equation, and it's a cost function. So it says if the cost C for manufacturing X units of a certain product is given by this equation, C equals X squared minus 30X plus 45, find the number of units manufactured at a cost of 9,820. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write down the equation. The cost is X squared minus 30X plus 45. Okay, and what we have here, this is going to be a quadratic equation that models the cost. So if you have your cost here and your number of units here, what's going to happen is you're going to start out at a certain cost up high. Maybe you have to buy a building or buy some equipment, and you haven't made any units yet. And as you start making units, this cost is going to go down. And then eventually it'll go up. Okay, so that's what we're using to model this. And what this is right here, this is a parabola. It's a quadratic equation. Okay, now you don't need to know any of that. So let me get rid of that. The thing you need to know is that the cost that they give us right here is 9,820. And that's what we're going to plug in right here. So the cost is 9,820, and that equals X squared minus 30X plus 45. Okay, and now this is a quadratic equation. So when you go to solve a quadratic equation, the first step is, you want to get it equal to 0. So what we have to do is subtract 9,820 from both sides of the equal sign. And it's a constant. It doesn't have any x, so we'll put it with its like term. So 9,820 minus 9,820 is 0. And that equals x squared minus 30x. 45 minus 9,820. Get your calculator out. Negative 9,775. Okay, so first step, solving a quadratic equation, get it equal to 0. Done. Now we need to factor. So to factor this thing over here, it is a trinomial. It starts with the number 1, leading coefficient of 1, so it's an easy 1. So what we can do is go straight to our two binomials. The first two are going to give me x squared. So that's going to be x and x. And now the last two need to multiply to give me 9,775. So let's come over here on the side and let's list all of the possibilities. 9,775. Okay, now when I get my possibilities, of course it's 1 and 9,775, right? Does 2 go into 9,775? No. Does 3 go into there? 3, let's see. 9,775 divided by 3. No. Let's try 4. 9,775 divided by 4. No. 9,775 divided by 5. Yes. 5 and 1955. Okay, now I'm going to do this all the way down. But what we're doing with these pairs, if I can stop you just for a second, what we're doing with these pairs is we need these to give us the minus 30. And are we going to add them together or are we going to subtract them together? This tells me we subtract. So let's keep going. 9,775 divided by 6. Nope. 9,775 divided by 7. Nope. All right, I'm going to go down a line. All right, so it took a little bit, but here are the factors of 9,775. And you know that this ends in a 5, so to expedite this process, I think what might make sense is to try 1 and 5 and 15, 25, 35, 45 to get down to our two factors, which are 85 and 115. Okay, so if you subtract 85 and 115, you'll get 30. And since it's a negative 30, we need to have plus 85 minus 115. Okay, and those are the two numbers that are going to go here. So we have plus 85 and minus 115. Okay, and if you FOILed this out, you would get the trinomial above it right here. All right, so step 1, set it equal to 0. Step 2, factor. And then the next step is to set all of your factors equal to 0. So x plus 85 can be 0. And x minus 115 can be 0. Right? Because if we have 0 times anything, it's going to be 0. Or if we have anything times 0, it's going to be 0. So either one of these two factors could be 0, and the whole thing will be 0. Now, let's solve these two. So x equals negative 85. And let's solve this one. So x equals 115. Now, when you go back to your original equation, it's talking about, find the number of units manufactured. Well, is it possible to manufacture negative 85 units? No. So you throw this answer out, it's an extraneous solution, and then your answer is going to be right here, 115. 115 units.